Red flags in a pathological person that I ignored, part 2. And this is where it's important to remember that abusive, pathological, narcissistic people, they don't show up in people's lives presenting as their worst selves. They show up checking every single box, being the ideal person, because obviously if someone showed up being abusive and hurtful, no one would want to be with them, right? So let's stop victim blaming and saying you chose them, because they didn't choose that person. The person they chose was that representative early on in the beginning during the love bombing and idealization phase. And some of these red flags are not very obvious, but that's why I'm sharing them. Red flag. This person was fairly new in my life, and it was in a time period when I was doing great, living my best life. First time I had been single for a substantial time, living on my own, really, going downtown, just really figuring out who I was, what I was looking for, what I wasn't looking for, etc. I brought this person around my friends, just a couple of them, and I could tell from the questioning that they thought he was nice, but something was off. They didn't really approve of him. And that's okay. Later on, the person that I was dating, he said, I just never thought that you would be friends with people like that. That was the beginning of isolation. And that was an attempt to devalue me and make me the problem, make me feel bad, because how could I be friends with people like that? He was insinuating that they were stuck up. And that's because they saw through him. Pathologic people, narcissistic people, they only want to be around people that buy into whatever it is that they're selling. And these people didn't. So it was good to get me away from these people for that person. Red flag. I've always been the black sheep of my close family. And exes in the past they've been like my best friend. They really sided with me, not in a, enabling way, but they really saw that, I didn't really fit in with my family. So this particular person, in a time where something very hurtful was said to me from a family member, I confided in him. And his response was, well, yeah, I could see that. When what they said was extremely hurtful, they referred to me as Hitler, this family member. And it was a joke, but it wasn't funny. It was very hurtful. And this person kind of joined in on it. And that was a first for me, because I was used to the person I was with being on my team, basically. It was an attempt to make me feel like I'm the problem. Everyone else thinks I'm the problem, devalue me, and to get closer with them to eventually lead to triangulation, have people on their side, etc., etc.